401k system in the United States is not a retirement plan. And especially for us as immigrants, we do the big mistake. Also Americans with themselves. But let's talk about immigrants, how they mess up, how they miss the opportunity of investing, planning, things related to their retirement systems. They focus more on the 401k, thinking that is the retirement system, or for them is the miracle they have. Let's go back. How do we know about 401k? Majority of us who are different countries coming to America, we have some similar systems we call National Social Security Fund, NSSF, depending on the country where you are, you have different abbreviation. But that system is where you contribute a certain amount of money and your employer is going to match maybe 5%, 10%, whatever percent it is. But in America, we have the 401k system, which is the most famous one. But this system, almost everybody you go to any employer, that is the first thing they're going to enroll you to 401k. And the employer can match up to 6% sometimes. I haven't seen an employer going to match 10, 15%, whatever. So most of the time they match a certain amount up to 6%. But what is the mistake people are doing? This 401k, when you contribute the money, where does the money go? That money goes to operate into the market economy. They are going to be subjected into the stocks or shares, whatever you call them. For that case, yes, at one point you might have good amount because of the interest can go high, but there is no guarantee because you might lose the money, can go down. And the worst part of that 401k, any contribution you pay, 1.75 of your money is going to what we call the cost of operations, just like the service cost. Like you pay that amount, but that is the money they are going to use to manage your account. We call it the management fee. But if you are losing the money through the management fee, number one. But also, because you are not allowed to take that money at any time before you are 59 years and a half. So if the market is going up and down, you cannot just go anytime take the money while you hit up, because you get a very huge penalty for that. For that particular case, majority of people, they can start with the money about this 40, like they start here, at one point they reach 1,000, then they go for 40,000, they go up and down. But so you lose a lot of money over the period of time. That is the 401k which many people have. But that is not a retirement system. Why is not a retirement system? Because even the founder, the person who designed the 401k, said the following words: I regrettably created the 401k because I created the monster. The 401k was not designed as a retirement system. Rather, the 401k was designed for people who are not able to save or to invest in any way possible. So this way, when they retire, they will have a small amount of money. That's why we see people are working even many more years, because the money in 401k is not enough for them to sustain their life after retirement. And what is the retirement age? Yes, there is the age of retirement, but you can retire even before. And the majority of people, they do retire even after 65 years, but people go up to 75 years, some up to 70 years, because the money which is in 401k is small amount. So do you think that you yourself, you have enough energy, you'll have the momentum to work even after the age of 65, 70, 75? You can retire even before that. So in order to retire before that, or to retire to the age of 65, or even 60, or even 55, is for you to have enough separate plans as a retirement plans. So that if you have this one, in addition to your 401k, in addition to Social Security, you will be able to have a comfortable life for the rest of your life. If you have more 30 years or 40 years, whatever, up to 100, you will be able to have that one. In order to do that, this is what we call, you need to know the financial education. So don't come in America with the mindset of your country, of the financial systems of Tanzania, financial systems of Kenya, financial system of Uganda, financial system of Sierra Leone, the Ghana, Nigeria, whatever it is, think that that financial system is applicable to American financial systems. No. The mistake we are doing as immigrants, we focus more on 401k as a retirement system. And guess another mistake we are doing, we are focusing more when it comes to the money, thinking that have a good credit score. Having a good credit score, you think that if I have this one, I'll be able to get these loans. You are going to get the mortgage, you are going to get the auto loan, you are going to get the student loan, you are going to get the credit cards, all those kind of things. And guess what? All those type of loans, they fall under the compound interest, the double interest. That's why you get a house of $500,000. When you finish paying after 30 years, you pay 1.2 million to 1.5 million. You are going to get a car for $40,000, $50,000 car. When you finish paying that car 3, 4, 5 years later, you pay double the price of the car because of the compound interest. So let's go beyond the understanding of the credit score. Let's go beyond about depending on the 401k. Yes, it's good, it's there. But if it is good, if it's there, why the government is emphasizing, all these companies emphasizing on 401k and not any other plans? Why don't they have the plans like Index Universal or any other financial plans which can be able to be stable, get higher amount, but also that money is protected from the market collapse? So those are the things you must know so that you can have a good plan for your retirement. In order to do that, I offer an opportunity. Any person who is either in the United States or in Canada, I will offer 2 hours free consultation on the financial education. We'll go into details about the financial education, financial systems, and also the retirement systems of either America or Canada in general, and how on your own you can find a way you can prepare for your retirement. It's not too late. You might be already here in the US or in Canada. You are living there for 15 years, 20 years. You haven't have any other plans outside of the 401k. Guess what? Yes, you are late, but you are not too late. Start now. So go to my website, ebmscholars.com/finance or ebmscholars.com. You will see the financial education. If you go ebmscholars.com/finance, you will see the form, or on the description there is this link. Go on the website, fill out that form. I'll get in touch with you. There is no any cost you need to pay me. What I want is you and I sit down, challenge one another, get the education about the finance, financial education, financial systems, retirement systems, so that you can be able to attain what is your goal. And this doesn't matter whether you are planning to retire in America or Canada, or you plan to retire back in Africa, you plan to retire back in Asia. Doesn't matter whether you plan to retire. But think about you are retiring in Toronto. Think about you are retiring in LA. But if you have that money in LA, you go back to your country, you'll have even more. So avoid to be working up to the age of 85 so that you can sustain the retirement. Let's come, challenge one another, have this discussion, and make substantial steps towards our understanding and action towards the retirement. So the 401k is not the actual retirement plan. You need to have the actual retirement plan. You need to have the plans where you can be able to invest now. You need to have the plans which can be able to help you be retiring sooner than working. Instead of spending time with your grandchildren, you are walking around all the time until you are 70, 75, 85 years old. So go to my website, ebmscholars.com/finance, and fill out the form today, and I'll get in touch with you for the free financial literacy or free financial consultation with me one-on-one. Thank you so much. This is EBM talking to you from Belton, Missouri.